This episode of Capes and Lunatics is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
There's a thin line between heroism and madness.
Here the line fades to nothing at all.
This is a world of Capes and Lunatics.
And nothing is off limits.
Destiny has been rewritten yet again. Down the two of us tonight. Everyone else has been wiped from existence. So tonight, for the final part of the crossover, it's me and Lilith, the Trigger Twins.
We're wearing black, so yes.
Well, mine's kind of dark blue, but still. Whatever. All right. Worlds will live, worlds will die, and our podcast will never be the same again. Capes and Lunatics starts for the final time this week, right now.
For the podcast, you should just edit it into one episode, honestly.
Well, the first two parts already went up, but okay.
I don't have iTunes anymore. I'm done with it. Sorry.
Okay. You know what? It would still probably be longer than one of our usual episodes, because, like...
Just barely.
Yeah, I know. Well, the first one was like 47 minutes, and I think last night was 40 minutes or so.
Okay.
Hey, there's a lot to unpack, especially tonight.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, it went full... You thought last night was slow. It went full speed ahead tonight. They're like, you're going to get this done! Hey, we got our Legends cameo, Gary. I was like, is this why we haven't had him in the last couple of episodes, even though it was like one scene he had to film?
We'll get there. Supergirl season 4 finale.
Mid-season finale.
It should be the finale. It's not going to get any better than this. Fight me.
Well,
Supergirl is this weird.
They have to bring Red Daughter in. They still haven't done, except for a couple flashes we've gotten of her punching tunnels and.
I have a whole thing, but yeah. No, it was nice to actually see Alex and Brainy and Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah,
I didn't think we were gonna get it.
We got
and
James. Basically,
female Thor, Jane Foster, apparently.
I know.
I was just like, this isn't the first time that they've accidentally made a Marvel character thinking it was DC. Looking at you, Scimitar. But yeah, I was just like, Marvel might want to have a word with you.
shiny axe.
Anyway, yeah. So yeah, we pick up where we left off, where the boys are the Trigger Twins and they're on the run, and things are different. The bad guys are good guys, air quotes, and the good guys are bad guys. No air quotes, because I kind of feel that way sometimes.
Especially Dr. Destiny as Black Suit Superman. I told you that was him.
Yes. That was a very good theory. A lot of people had it on Reddit. And I was just like, okay. So, like, I have a question about the Book of Destiny, because I was just like, as a Vertigo fan, from like, especially like the Sandman saga, I was like, well, because Vertigo's still technically not integrated. So is this like, the Endless's book, or like, I was just trying to wrap my head around the way the book is the way it is, but I'm just gonna let it go.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. Is the book magic, or is it like,
or is it tech?
Super science? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like alien tech. Yeah.
Did that look like the Speed Force language to you?
It looked It looked like something. It was either like Speed Force language or Kryptonian. It looked something. No, not Kryptonian, but it was something like It looked alien.
Because Nora said that it's a time language that it protects it from being. The changes don't make a difference to the book. So that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'd have to go back, but I don't care that much.
Okay, here's my big question. So, did he pull Alex from Earth 38, or there's an Earth 1 Alex
Danvers, Earth 1, but like Kara said, her pod didn't land here.
There's like no Kryptonians here, as far as we know.
Yeah, I like that they kind of made that reference.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, but yeah, I like how she called him out. Oh, you too afraid to be a woman? And I'm like, we just want Black Suit Superman. Shut up, Kara.
Well, she was just trying to get him angry.
I know. I was just like, shut up, Kara. real. She's the Meg of the group. Fight me, nerds. I freaking dare you. Anyway, yeah. I didn't like Star Labs like Diggle and Caitlin. Like Diggle was so superfluous. I was just so upset.
Yeah, it was just you know, I just wonder how Dr. Destiny made the call. Okay, I'll keep Caitlin. I'll throw Cisco away, make him like a crime boss.
But this isn't the first time that Cisco's been money hungry and like rich.
True.
I feel like Earth 1 is not Earth 1. Things are amiss when we go to like these alternate realities. There's things that we should be thinking.
Power corrupts.
No, like I honestly believe this is not Earth 1 that, you know, Arrow and Flash take place on because Oliver's married to Felicity. That's your first clue.
Well, I mean, we'll get to that, but maybe that's what we'll get next year. Maybe they're like, oh no, you think this is Earth 1. This isn't Earth 1.
It's Earth. Yeah. I was like, I was hoping, I was like, are they going to do Superman Prime? Are they going to do Superman? Oh, you chicken. You freaking chicken. But anyway, yeah. I was just like, how you going to hype up a crossover for a year, bro? Like, how are you going to do this?
Well, I think the hype is there.
I don't know. After this crossover, I don't know, bro.
Okay, so we'll all right. Forget dancing around it. So at the end of this, we get the big Flash coming in fall 2019.
Fall 2019.
And at first, I'm like, okay, I know Batwoman. Then it was like Crisis on Infinite Earths. So I was like, what?
Yeah. I mean, we've been calling it. And it's
well,
just
you figured.
It's funny because Grant just literally said, oh, we're saving Crisis for 2024 because I just know my show was going to make it that long. You ain't Smallville. Hold your hubris. Hold your hubris, bro.
Oh, I just wonder if Destiny's going to be changed because we didn't get John Wesley Shipp tonight, so he's still out there.
Much
so
to my chagrin.
I wonder if we get the classic scene in Crisis, if it's going to be JWS taking Barry's place.
Of course. Damn Norris. It should be called the Crisis of Infinite Norris. Damn it.
Oh, unless they
the new Legion of Doom, just all the Noras.
Hey, unless they keep Nora in it, she takes her dad's. She takes her dad. That's why she came back. Take her dad's place.
And that's why. And then we get Dawn.
They could, yeah. I mean, she could do something where she like spins herself. Not only does she die, she like spins herself out of existence or whatever, like she never was.
Yeah. Let's hope. I'm really over Nora, but let's get back to Supergirl. Like I said, I don't keep up with Supergirl, so like this whole like DOE thing, I'm just like, I don't care. I don't care about your identity crisis. We have enough crisis going on. I don't need to know about your identity crisis.
So I mean, we have the Monitor tonight, and they already called out Crisis on Infinite Earths for next year. So I mean, that definitely has to be Anti-Monitor. That he was the threat he was talking about, right?
Yeah, we got Psycho Pirate also at the end.
Oh yeah, doing the whole monologue. Worlds will live, worlds will die.
I was just like, so subtle. So subtle.
But hey, we didn't recognize him before, but he really looks like Dr. Destiny now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that was awesome. Actually, a nice little touch. And I also like how Batwoman called Oliver. I'm shipping it. Too bad she's a lesbian, but I ship it. More chemistry than Felicity. Sorry. And you know what? Kara had a lot of good chemistry with not only Batwoman, but her not a sister on Earth 1. I'm just saying. Just saying.
You know who would make a good girlfriend for Batwoman?
Felicity.
Yeah, you just wanted her to take her away from Oliver. No, Sarah.
Aren't they basically the same person?
Like, well, they might get along. They might get along.
I can't believe we wasted our Legends cameo on Gary. Like, y'all know I love Gary and my Bebo sides, and I want him and Constantine to be happy together. Or maybe I want maybe I want Constantine to sacrifice Gary. I don't know how I feel about it, but I was just like, we could at least have Ray. Like, I'm just so disappointed about that.
I know, especially what was it, the first night when they called out Nanites courtesy of Ray Palmer. I was like, yes, I see him.
But I think they were mad about the Legends doing the mustache thing. They were like, no crossover for you.
Although I did watch the mid-season of Legends today, which
bananas.
If you're watching on YouTube, come back to our channel tomorrow. We'll be talking the mid-season of Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk about that. But like, I don't know. It's just something about Supergirl. I've never felt quite at ease with Supergirl. Like it feels like it's always something holding that show back, whether it's the shadow of Superman or it's like just too many team members or why does she work for the DOE? Like it's just all these little things. It's like the Supergirl show could be so much more.
Is it like, especially this
because
season?
Superman overshadowed her in this episode, and I was just so bummed.
Well, did they do that on purpose because of the ending?
Which is like, okay, like when she said she was pregnant, I was like, now this is the spinoff I want. We're gonna get John. Yes, let's do it. Let's do a Super Son. Where's Batman? Get him too. Bring Damian.
I was gonna say, if Lois is pregnant, maybe that's where Batman is, making a Damian.
For 3 years. Mm-hmm. You know that zipper gets pretty low in that cat suit.
Hey, you know that Bruce is a perfectionist.
Oh my god. But no, yeah, so it's just kind of like I feel like they were almost setting up a Superman spinoff, like
Argo.
Because like at the end, did you notice that Lois changed her hair color? Like it wasn't like the Amy Adams like brownish red. She went full on super dark Terry Hatcher. And I was just like, why? They're like, no, we know that Amy Adams is out. Terry Hatcher, we get it.
They saw Amy Adams making that statement there. They're like, oh, I don't know. But yeah, what did you think of Barry and Oliver's talk with the Monitor? And then later, Oliver going back to talk to him.
I thought he was going to like sacrifice himself and then it was going to be written, but he was going to have the memory of dying and like having that self-sacrificing moment that he knows that he is actually a good person down at the bottom. And I was just like, okay, we didn't do that, but okay.
Hey, he actually smiled at the end of this episode.
How can you not smile when the human puppy that is Melissa Benoist is next to you? That is the true question.
Cisco's favorite Kryptonian.
Well, I mean, compared to Tyler H, yeah, she's my favorite Kryptonian.
Melissa in a mini skirt.
Superman.
Melissa in a mini
totally
skirt.
Ripped the Smallville proposal.
Of course, Cisco's favorite. She's in a mini skirt.
Who is he, Nick?
He's single now. Hey, come on. There's a broken heart.
Gypsy's coming back, damn it. If she doesn't, we're fighting.
Yeah,
Flash Writer's Room, we're fighting. My boy Cisco needs to be happy and rich. Okay?
Hey, he wanted to be rich this episode.
Yeah. I'm just saying, there's certain things that just are consistent in other universes and not so much on Earth 1. Air quotations.
I did like in the bar, they Barry played the Dante card.
Yes. That was a nice touch. And I'm just like,
nice shout
do
out.
you want to go there? Remember the last time?
Yeah, well, but that version of Cisco did as no Flashpoint. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Like this episode just didn't feel like a Supergirl episode. Like we get Dr. Destiny doing the intro instead of Supergirl, and I'm just like rude. Rude.
I didn't like tonight. I didn't like that intro, but I did like we didn't talk about last night's when
Barry
they did it with Grant. Yeah. Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
I was inmate 4587. I was laughing at that whole thing. Even when Laurel held up the
the picture.
The mugshot in court. It was great. That was so awesome.
Yeah, they had nice, like, this is my problem with the whole crossover in general. It's been like lots of like meta and like good pieces, but I don't feel like the story was consistent. I feel like the plot was messy. And I know it's based on a comic book and it's messy, but and you can't build up something that massive that took them 2.5, 3 years to plan in 3 hours.
Well, I think especially this like years like this one, they try to like balance that thing where like, yeah, we want to include every show, but like we want to make each show like its own flavor, like the Flash, its own flavor. I liked last year, just like it was just like basically
constant
one big 4-hour movie, yeah, and they just threw everyone in.
I did like the fact that they scaled back, but not at the expense of the Legends. But I do get why they did it because they were doing the Batwoman backdoor pilot essentially. So I mean, I get that, but like I said, do we really need a Batwoman show? Like honestly, just.
I mean, I know they probably wanted to focus on our Trinity, on our CW Trinity, but like the Legends could have came in like the last like 15 minutes or something and helped them clean, like if that book is magic, have like Constantine help them like put stuff right.
Yeah, I don't know. But like I said, this just didn't feel like a Supergirl episode.
Well, yeah, because there was so much
outside
stuff.
of the cinematography, like the cinematography very much was the Supergirl lighting and all that stuff. And I will say the MVP of this episode, of course, is Blake Neely. I loved all the music.
Yeah.
All the mashups of the themes.
Did we even get a call out shout out to the Superman movie? Oh yeah, let's run it Mach 7.
Yeah. Opposite ways. And I'm like, I don't know if that, I also feel like that was kind of like a throwback to the Justice League movie where, you know, Superman and Flash. But honestly, like if Supergirl did that, she doesn't have, like, this is the whole thing about like Supergirl, Superman having that super speed. They don't have the speed force protecting them. So they could literally like blow up the whole planet doing that. That's all I'm going to say and move on.
I know.
Hashtag Matt Pat was right.
But I did like the scene with Grant and Steven in the bar at the end.
Yes. That's a tradition that I can get behind.
That's what your quote unquote Batman and Superman are supposed to be. Not you know, BBS.
Each other in the back.
I could kick his butt. You know, it's like I'm not a good person, but you know, you can make, you know, being friends with you might make me a better person.
Yeah, it's really like, I think in the second episode, the Arrow episode, it was really clear about how little they know about each other. And it's like, you know, that that like really hit home. It's like, how long have they been like, you know, they don't know anything about each other. I think that was a lot what this crossover was about, since we are getting ready to have Crisis on Infinite Earths. So
yeah,
I'm really surprised that they're wanting to do this.
Well, is this going to be their thing where they fold Supergirl, fold National City into Earth One?
They almost have to at this point. I think that was the point of having Alex Danvers doppelganger.
Yeah. So yeah, you're doing Crisis on Infinite Earths. So you have an Alex Danvers doppelganger.
Well, wait, will Supergirl be carrying Superman instead?
What?
You know, the awesome cover where Superman's holding Supergirl. Will it be reversed?
Would they kill him after he has a kid? Or are they going to kill him?
And then, like in 10 years, we'll have another Smallville. No problem.
Or like I said, I think way back when they first put Supergirl on the CW, I'm like, what if they bring Kara to Earth 1 and somehow Clark gets left on Earth 38?
Just give me Power Girl already. Boob window, people. You want ratings? You want the men to come? Just give us the damn boob window, okay? Problem freaking solved.
Yeah, but do you need someone Philip.
Careful.
Can Melissa rock the boob window?
You know, it's hard to tell underneath that suit, to be honest. It's a lot of like binding in that suit, so I'm not sure.
True. And I mean, they're really like hashtag feminism on that show. Are they really going to want to rock the boob window?
I support any woman or man's right to rock a boob window. Let's bring sexy back to comic book characters, damn it. I'm tired of all this fake leather. Let's show some damn skin. Supergirl wears tights under her skirt, for God's sakes. Like, come on.
So you support any man or woman who rocks the boob window?
I do. That's how I roll.
All right. Well, you got your homework assignment. You know what you're wearing for our Into the Spider-Verse crossover, Charlie Esser.
I mean, Gwenpool shows quite a bit of leg. So.
Well, you're wearing the
I'm going to Spider-Gwen, which is, she's covered though. That's why I like Spider-Gwen. She's covered.
I'll rock the Ben Reilly.
Anyway, yeah, like I don't know what to make of this episode. Like, I like the cameos, like I said, but like the story was messy. But
I know what you're saying. Like Superman kind of like overshadowed Supergirl, but I'm thinking that's because he's going into semi-retirement, so we may not see him maybe until the next crossover.
And I think that's a good thing. That was the one thing that I really hated about season 1 of Supergirl. It's like she should not be in his shadow. What?
Remember the Crisis in the comics? Barry was in the 30th century with Iris. He left, sacrificing himself to save everyone. She was pregnant. With the twins. What if Clark takes Barry's place in Crisis?
Or he can just stay on Argo. And then he comes back. What the hell happened?
But I'm just saying, unless he just
he'll be Superboy Prime in the Pocket Universe. That is my theory.
Well, I was gonna say, instead of dying, maybe Clark disappeared.
He's gonna be an Argo in the Pocket Universe. I mark my words. They're not gonna close the door on that Superman.
But they have to be bringing JWS back for that. Because I mean,
I feel so cheated. Like so many of the promos were so heavy on him.
Yeah, it's just like the monitor shunning him away. Well, where'd he go? They never called that out this episode.
Messy, like I said.
None of our characters were like, oh, I wonder what happened to him. What happened to that Barry Allen?
Which is funny. I just feel like if they bring him back, they should fold him and bring back Barry's dad. I'm sorry. I miss JWS as Henry Allen. This is a way to bring him back since apparently they're reconciled, the CW and JWS. So, just saying.
I mean, obviously he was here tonight.
Yeah. So, you know.
What else?
I just don't feel like much happened in this episode. It's just like a lot of punch 'em up. This felt like a New 52 Superman story. And if you know,
I wouldn't go that far. I would not go that far.
It was a lot of punch 'em up and not a lot of plot.
There was punch 'em up, but I mean, you did
a lot.
Yeah.
Thinly connected plot with lots of action. Which is weird because I love Jesse Warren as an Arrowverse director. I've been a fan of him since season 2 of Arrow. So,
and basically, you ended this crossover the same way you won last crossover. Oliver Queen with an arrow.
Because he's the OG. And you know what? What really burned, I guess, really cooked my goose is that basically this whole crossover, the first 2 episodes especially, were just like this roast of Oliver Queen. And like I have my issues with Oliver, but it's mostly inconsistent writing. But like the character of Oliver, I like his journey, and like I'm just tired of people pooing all over it.
Well, I think the big theme of this, one of the big themes of this crossover was, Oliver hasn't been a good man, as Barry pointed out last night. He cheated on his girlfriend with her sister. But I think that's the journey. They're saying, eventually.
And I feel like Sarah's never had the fallout from that as much as Oliver
exactly
has.
I know.
So.
But I think that's the whole thing. They're saying, the journey's still ongoing, but he's getting closer to being that better man.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to
just divorce Felicity.
He doesn't have to be Batman douche. He can,
Yeah. And I kind of like his puffing out the chest is Superman, and then like the whole it was weird. But I like that he was the one that kind of talked sense into the monitor.
I think maybe even after we get through Crisis, like Oliver's maybe going to start becoming more like comic book Oliver.
I mean, I don't need the pointy green hat or the Robin Hood costume, but I do need a lighter tone and not that season 4 goofy crap. Like just
he'll be the guy cooking chili for Team Arrow.
I heard that was happening this season, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard it. I don't know how true it is, but that would be so awesome.
I mean, there's precedent from past seasons.
To cook,
he can cook, yeah.
I think that's going to be. I think it's the 150th episode. Is that
this season?
Yeah, it's episode either 12 or 13. I think it's 12.
So not too.
Which I was looking at the numbering for Supergirl, and I'm just like, I don't know if Supergirl's going to make it past the next season, because next season marks her 100th episode. Oh, maybe not. Because this was the 74th episode, and I know they got cut 1 episode this year, so I don't know if they're going to make it. Because wasn't when she was on the CBS, wasn't it 22 episodes? It wasn't 23.
I can't remember. Maybe.
I mean, as long as she gets to 88, she's good for syndication. But how is the Arrowverse going to work in syndication with these crossovers, though? That's been my big thing.
Oh yeah.
Because I know Arrow comes on like TNT or something like that, like after Supernatural, or it used to.
Unless they skip them, or they just like play every episode of the crossover when they get to them.
I don't know. I wouldn't know how that syndication package works. I would have to double check on it, but because that's where the shows really make the money, and Arrow desperately needs money.
I wonder if maybe with the crossover episodes, if like each show owns every episode like jointly.
See, that's
maybe
the thing, though, because it is all a Berlanti production that
exactly
he could package it that way if he so choose to. So
same company, same network.
You know what? I'm gonna tweet Greg and ask him. Maybe I'll get an answer. Maybe we'll come back and whenever we come back.
Or maybe eventually, you know, when Supergirl gets the 88, that everything becomes a package deal. It's like, okay, well, you want Flash or you want Arrow for syndication. Well, you have to buy Supergirl too, and you know,
and then that means Legends as well.
air them kind of together. Yeah.
That would be kind of fun. But, you know, I heard that, you know, the overseas market, Canada even, they have a hard time packaging them. They're on paid networks now. Well, I think Arrow's always been on Sky One, which is, if I remember right when I was over there, is a paid channel. And I know that they took Arrow and Flash off of, like, CTV, and it's on, like, basically our version of, like, Showtime here and stuff. Like, no, wait, Space? Yeah, I think they're on Space. And then one of them is on, like, Show.
Huh.
So, yeah, it's kind of weird. But then Netflix has that, and with, you know, Disney leaving, Arrowverse is all it's got, so we'll see. It's interesting. It's an interesting time to be an Arrowverse fan, but bad time to be a Supergirl fan. I'm just saying. I mean, I was really hoping that Supergirl would be this generation's Wonder Woman, but it's just not working out like that.
But I mean, this was like I think. I mean, we wish the Legends would have been in this crossover, but I think
it'd been too much.
I think it helped Supergirl though too, because in this episode we did get, like, you know, John at the end and Brainy, and you know, and Pat. Like last year it was just Kara and Alex from that show, and in Invasion it was just Kara.
Oh no, wait, we had Gwen too.
What? Oh yeah.
But that was like at the very tail end and very minuscule, but yeah.
But it was like an alternate version of them. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I just don't know what to make of this last hour. It just, like I said,
you know, it was clean.
I like the action. Like I said, that's the best thing about the episode. Was it I felt like it was the most action out of all of them. I wouldn't say that. Maybe Amazo had a little bit more. No, that had more special effects, not necessarily the fight.
Who we did see come back tonight, and Brainy took him out.
Yeah. The motherboard, that's every computer's weakness.
He's holding it like the heart. He was holding it like a heart. He's like,
I was like, are you going to keep it as a souvenir like Cisco does? And I'm like, didn't keeping a souvenir from like last season's villain bite them in the butt? I wonder if Amazo's going to come back.
I was waiting for Kara or somebody to say, give me that and just crush it.
Yeah, or burn it.
Yeah.
Kill it with fire. Yes.
Or just Lois, give me that and smashes it with that hammer.
I don't know. How do you now that we see Lois being the classic Lois putting herself in danger? How do we feel about Lois Lane? I still feel like she's a little too old for, especially the age difference in real life between Tyler and her. It's still more than what it was between Terry Hatcher and Dean Cain. So.
I mean, I'm not familiar with the actress, so I kind of like that sometimes when I'm not familiar with, you know, an actor and actress. So I mean, maybe she's. I really don't know her age either. So I mean, I think they rate her pretty well. I mean, like the low, you know, especially for this universe. True.
You always have to that little caveat.
And again, I don't think they should have introduced her before the crossover. I think there was too much going on here for them to do like a proper introduction for a character like Lois. She should have got like her own episode.
Did you catch the reference that Ma Kent was still alive?
Yes.
And I'm just like, so can Kara just show up on the farm when I need my Smallville fills or not? Like, that's all I care about is that the Smallville farm.
Well, that's what I was thinking, especially when Lois and Clark said they were going to Argo. I was like, since Kara's like out at the DEO, I thought Clark was going to be like, oh yeah, you're welcome here anytime. Ma said, you know, you can stop by anytime.
Yeah. Which I wonder who they would get to play Ma Kent in the Supergirl. Because, I mean, we pretty much had everybody.
Yeah. Would you go, like, how old would you go? Like...
I mean, she could be like the sexy Ma Kent that we had in Smallville. Annette O'Toole wasn't that old when Smallville started.
Yeah, true.
Because he's not really that old. Like, you know, he's old. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Superman and Supergirl's not that old. So it's just like... What, he's like 30 at like 32 or something like that?
Yeah, no, I kind of like that stuff because I liked, you know, pre-crisis. It's going to be so weird. Pre-crisis, we're going to be like pre-crisis comic book or pre-crisis Arrowverse.
Oh my God, yes. It's gonna be awesome, actually.
I know.
I'm shook to the core that they're actually gonna do Crisis on Infinite Earths, because there's so many other crises that we could do that they're jumping to the big guns, and I just wonder why we're jumping to the, like, it's so many questions.
Here's a question.
It's so many questions.
Here's the question: if we're doing Legend, if we're doing the Crisis, is our Legends going to be in it next year?
Nope.
No,
I don't think so. Because we need a huge budget, and Legends just,
yeah.
I mean, not only the actors, but their special effects specifically.
Yeah, but if you keep them grounded and like,
then what's the fun in having Legends at that point, though?
I mean,
everybody gets sidelined. Everybody's stuck on the Wave Rider.
I mean, people can use their powers, but like no time travel, no wave, like limited Wave Rider.
I mean, time travel would be the only thing we would need them for. Like if Barry gets like lost in time, they can be the ones to find him. Or...
Constantine magics. I mean, we even got like a cameo of Constantine in that original Crisis miniseries.
Yeah, which we talked about. Scroll away, no.
Newcastle Crew.
Yeah. Can they scroll way down? I feel like maybe not.
I think on there. I think we did that on here.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Just keep scrolling. Listen. Scroll and listen.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, like I don't know. It's just so weird.
I'm excited. I like the crossovers, and if they're good, they're going big with Crisis on Infinite Earths. I'm like, yeah, let's see it.
But like, it's so weird because Batwoman's gonna be debuting that same fall. I'm assuming fall 2019 is when they want to do it.
Maybe I wonder if she'll be a part of it.
That's what I'm saying. It's like because Psycho Pirate is
what
in Arkham.
If we're doing Crisis, I mean, I know before they didn't want to, but is there a chance they could fold Black Lightning in too?
God knows they need to.
If they're going to do it, this would be the time to do it. Crisis.
We'll see how end of season 2 goes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like because they got a full season versus the 13 episodes from last season. But
I guarantee you there's going to be talk because they're going to be like, if we're going to do it, this is the time to do it.
But would that officially be too many quote unquote DC shows for CW? You know how they like to fight it.
Yeah, but they're already on the network.
I feel like maybe we should put Black Lightning on the DC Universe app.
I mean,
I feel like it would greatly improve with a different tone.
Make it a little more mature, yeah.
And like, because I feel like they were forced to like really put the daughters in so soon, and I think unfortunately that's not what I was watching Black Lightning for. I was like, ooh, an older superhero who has a family, who has that collateral.
And I feel like they wanted to go gritty, but it's but still it's CW, so you can't go too gritty. Yeah. So, that would be a good fit. But if they're
spin off Static, I'm just saying,
but
dear CW.
But I mean, if they're staying on the network, I mean, I would say fold them in, and then you only have to. They only have to interact with those other characters, yearly for the crossover. Yeah, the rest of the year they don't have to even mention them.
Yeah, I wanted Black Lightning to be better than what it is at this point. But yeah, they said supposedly they're not canceling any of the Arrowverse shows, and I go, well, Black Lightning's technically not.
Exactly.
Yeah. So no, so I was doing the research on the ratings for last night's episode, and it.
Did it come up a little?
The response was good, but the rating was still like a 0.6. I just remember, it's like a 0.6.
Well, I'm trying to remember. Was that game on last night? Because sometimes there's Monday Night Football. Did they get hit by football again?
Maybe.
So maybe tonight will be the indicator because one, it's the last part, and two, I don't think there's any game on tonight.
I just know, like, every time we bring up the crossover, do we have to watch Supergirl? Like, literally every year. Or do we have to watch Legends? Like, every year.
Well, that's what it seems to be. The last part is always either Legends or this year's is it they take like the lowest rated show and like let's get the numbers up at least on one episode.
Yeah, exactly. Which raises the whole average of the year. So
yeah,
I don't know. I'm trying to think of my favorite scene, and you know what? I like Kara and Alex together. I do. I might even ship it a little bit. Don't you judge me. They're not biologically related, and if you can get behind West Allen, you can get behind a Kara and Alex. Damn it, that's all I'm saying.
I love when Clark jumped through the breach from Earth 38 and was like, "Hello, Doctor."
Yeah, I don't know, Tyler.
Hey, as much as you talk down on Tyler, man, he had to pull double duty this episode.
At least we didn't have to have the stupid Earth X mask. So the
exactly. Yeah.
That was definitely improvement.
They just kind of subtly altered the hair and gave him
no
a black
spit curl
suit.
for you.
You're evil.
It's like, shouldn't you fill in the goatee just a little bit more?
I mean, I like.
They called him Bizarro too. Did you hear that?
Yes, I heard. Yeah, the woman called him Bizarro. Yeah.
I was just like, this is a messed up world.
Yeah, the minute she called him Bizarro, I was waiting for Dr. Destiny to be like, "See, you're the bad guy."
He did say that.
I know, but I don't think at that moment, I don't think he did. But
yeah, it was took a beat.
I mean, I like the visual contrast between the black suit and the blue suit, but I was like, okay, if Dr. Destiny thinks he's a hero, why would he put himself in a black? Well, Batman, to a certain degree, so.
Well, Batman's not the shiny beacon of hope that Superman
I know.
is, but black is sleek. Black is sleek. Just saying.
Tyler texted me a little bit ago. He said he was behind. That's why he didn't join us. He's watching it now. He said he thinks this proves his theory that Earth 1 universe, Krypton never exploded.
Not yet.
Hey, that's how you speed along a Superboy.
Oh, don't. We don't talk about Superboy unless it's John. It's the only Superboy we care about.
Unless they're gonna rapidly age him or something. I mean, it's gonna be a while before we get a viable John Kent.
We don't know how a human Kryptonian hybrid's gonna age, especially if they're gonna be an Argo. Just saying. He could come back and be all Cotter up in this piece from Angel for all we know.
Oh Lord!
That's what they're gonna do.
Some kind of temporal anomaly hits Argo. Oh Lord!
Something. We're getting another Smallville.
It's not going to age Lois. Somehow it's not going to age Lois and Clark, but it's going to age John up. Okay. Season 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Although I must say, I am impressed that they haven't given in to the temptation to give Kara yet another love interest this season. Because Mon-El's gone, and I thought that.
It's because her true love is Alex. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah,
her and Lena definitely have vibes.
We do have precedent in the Arrowverse for siblings to get married.
Yeah. West Island for the win. I hate that, but it's West Allen, so the comic book person in me is just like, well, I just gotta roll with it. No matter how creepy I think it is, I just gotta roll with it. Because we are not getting Snowberry. I refuse.
So, yeah, Caitlin in this rewritten reality. So, was she?
Yeah, she was giving me some. She was giving me some girl on girl vibes for sure.
Yeah, I know. I was waiting for her to be like, "No, I told you to go home so I could go with you." But
I know.
So she wasn't Killer Frost, right? She just had their hair dyed or something.
No, she was Killer Frost, but the hybrid Killer Frost.
Okay.
The new one with the split personality in check.
She had the
way
power.
That I took it.
She had the powers, but Caitlin was in control. Okay.
Yeah. So that's something.
I mean, at least we got some of her. It seemed like we barely got Diggle. He got 2 lines. It was it's like, yes, master,
Yeah, exactly. I have a lot of issues with Diggle.
Yeah.
Just give him a damn Green Lantern ring and send him off to freaking Black Lightning with Felicity. Something. I can't take it. But yeah.
I mean, they better bring JWS back for that crossover, if not before.
And they better give John a ring for the crossover. I'm just saying. That'd be dope. I'm just saying.
If you gave Diggle a ring, we could do Hard Traveling Heroes.
Okay, I was literally just having this discussion. It's the wrong Green Lantern, but still they're technically best friends.
Yes.
Because Oliver does need a wake-up call. He needs to be I like that particular version of Oliver where he's for lack of a better term, don't crucify me, a social justice warrior.
Hey, Arrow's season, what would that be next season? Season 8? Hard Traveling Heroes. They take a road trip. You can get Oliver away from Felicity for a while.
I mean, we've got that whole. He's done it before. He's driven off into the sunset before.
Now he's gonna do it with Diggle.
Still a better love story. Fight me. fight me.
Writers, we know you listen. We know you watch us and listen to us. So come on, next season, Hard Traveling Heroes.
I'm not going to call out the particular person at the Arrow production office, but yeah, I know one of you listen to this podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
Someone in the Arrow office listens to us.
The production office, yeah.
Behind the scenes people, actors, all come on here. We will kiss your butt, please.
We love you. It's just, your showrunner for a couple of seasons was rough.
We love these shows. That's why we're so passionate about them.
Yeah. And they get that. Like, I think that's why Mark Guggenheim gave himself it's very self-deprecating and very big of him, honestly, to do the little Easter egg in the
in
Arkham
yeah.
Asylum. Yeah. So I thought that, I love this universe, but it could be so much more. And I'm just so like, they can't leave me on tenterhooks like this until fall 2019.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I mean,
so I think
now you know how
show's gonna work from here on out towards that, towards that goal. Like, they almost have to keep that hype machine. Like, there have to be like little Easter eggs going forward. Like, this gets changed, or you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, we do time travel on the Flash. So, I mean, I just wonder if stuff.
What'd you do? Every other episode, Oliver, what'd you do, Barry? Ray, I sense a disturbance in the force.
The beginning of the next crossover. Oh, the red skies are back.
Barry.
Oh, but I know
Barry, the other Barry.
I know they called it out on Legends, but at the end when that car is like, this is like a yearly thing, and Barry's like, I hope.
Too bad. Too bad. You know what I will say about this crossover is that I do love the Trinity's interchanges. Like, I just wish like Kara and Oliver got to spend more time together.
Well, like I said, I like the interaction between Barry and Oliver more than I do modern Batman and Superman right now.
I can totally understand that. Yes.
They seem more friendly. Yeah. This is how you do the friendship, not like Batman v Superman.
Although, like, honestly, you know whose friendship that I love the most is Hal and Barry's. Like, from way back when.
Yeah.
And when he comes back, he's all pissed because Oliver rubbed off on him. Like, I just wish they kind of had said, yeah, I know that pilot that disappeared. We went to high school together.
Again, you give Diggle a ring. Not only do you get Hard Traveling Heroes, you can have Barry and Diggle team up from time to time.
I mean, he does show up. Argus does show up a lot on the Flash.
Exactly.
Just make it so. Do we need a Kickstarter?
Green Lantern, Agent of Argus. I'm here for
it. Agent of Argus. Oh my god. If we can't get Secret Six on CW, sure.
Seriously. David Ramsey needs more work.
I mean, yeah, I think he got killed off on, spoiler alert, on Blue Bloods. He was like the mayor from like season 2 to 6 or 7 or something.
Oh,
like
really?
Yeah. True story. Anyway, yeah. Poor Supergirl. That's all I can say. Like, she ran the opposite direction. That was her contribution. And she talked Alex into breaking her out. Like,
well,
that's her episode.
She smacked Dr.
Waka
Destiny.
waka.
No, she smacked Dr. Destiny away and kind of saved Clark.
Okay.
So he could do
We're reaching for straws.
I told you, I think they overdid it on the Superman just because he's going into semi-retirement.
Okay.
Oh, you know what they could do with at the end of Crisis on Infinite Earths? Him and Lois could go off like kind of like Earth 2 Superman and Lois did at the end of that.
I'm telling you, they're making him Superboy Prime in the Pocket Universe. That's what's happening. I already see it. They gotta hold that. They gotta hold that in their pocket real tight. When you need some ratings, we gotta get Superman back.
But like I said, anything good or bad we say, it's because we're so passionate about these shows. I like honestly, I love the Arrowverse more than I like those DC movies right now.
And that's a general consensus, to be honest. And honestly, I think that's why we are getting Secret Six and other things like that, because
I love these crossovers more than I love those big budget movies right now.
Well, that's because they rushed it. We know these characters. We love these characters. We understand where there was no shortcut to be had in the Arrowverse.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it's something to be said for putting the work in. And as much as I get down on Supergirl, I still like her. I just wish the show just has so much more potential.
And you can't wait for next year's crossover. That's how us Marvel fans feel about Infinity War and Endgame, Lilith.
I'm sorry. What is this you speak of?
Remember, you still have to watch Infinity War.
I literally have like, I think, how many movies is it? 19. I have like literally 11 movies out of 19 to watch. I'm not even joking. Like I said, I watched all the Iron Mans. I watched Ant-Man and Wasp. Like I have like literally like 13 movies to watch.
I know you don't like Captain America, but the movies are good. I
saw 20 minutes of The Winter Soldier, and Scarlett Johansson and Anthony Mackie stole the show from Cap. And that's the problem with Cap. In his movies, everybody steals the show from him.
And I was going to say Cap 3 is basically almost everybody. So
Civil War,
really like a Cap movie, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Avengers 2.5, yeah.
But yeah, this is gonna be crazy. Like, I feel like the Arrowverse just like dropped a huge bomb, and like if all the shows aren't working towards this common goal, well, except for Legends, if the main 3 shows aren't working towards this common goal, I don't know what we're doing now. Like, I'm just so excited. I
think Legends has to be part of that crossover next year. I think
they're in the pocket dimension too.
I think they weren't here this year because we were working on a lot of character development for like especially Oliver, but you know, to a lesser degree Barry and Kara too. But I think it's a big sabotage the Legends if they're not involved in next year's crossover.
I mean, fingers crossed. Like I said, I love everybody on Legends. Except for Nate at this moment. But you know, I found out why Nate, the actor, actually his daughter is sick right now, so he asked for a reduced time.
Okay, so, that makes sense.
You know, I just have to like kind of roll with that because I do miss Nate and Ray. I think that was like one of the better dynamics. And I miss original Amaya too.
Okay, so I'm here for that then. If you know,
it sucks, but
we miss your character though.
We do. We miss you and Ray all day.
Yes.
I mean, I guess Constantine can do the smoking hippie stuff when need be, but I'm just saying, I think Nate's character does a little bit better. But yeah. Anyway, I would give this episode a B-.
Ooh.
Like I said, in the action really saved it. Like I am here for like Supergirl, Superman fights. I love it on TV. It's awesome.
I would say, what did I give it last night?
I believe you gave it a B+ or A-.
Okay. Well, I kind of think it's between the Flash episode and the Arrow episode. So whatever that is, A-, B+, whatever it is. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, like I said, the action really saved it. The music was great. I loved the character interactions when we actually got it for Supergirl.
I don't know. Maybe
Brainy's always fun. I love Brainy.
But and they kind of had to condense it too because instead of 4 nights, they only had 3 this year. So
yeah, which I'm kind of glad about. Like 4 nights was really pushing it, but for the life of me, I don't understand why they started on a Sunday.
Yeah, because it's Supergirl. But
they had a special night that one time too. So
I know that's what we're saying. They should have, but. Again, too, I mean, they really didn't need 4 nights because you didn't have Legends and all those other characters in there. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? For the life of me, I can't think that I have a favorite line. There wasn't a lot of meta moments either. Except for Bizarro. And then Dr. Destiny actually now looking like Dr. Destiny. Psycho Pirate.
Yeah, words will live, worlds will die.
I was just like, yes, that got me hyped. And then like I'm telling you, the tagger was the best thing about.
I know, because he did that monologue, and I was like, oh, that'd be cool if we got a Crisis. Then I told you it said coming 2019, and I was like, yeah, I know Batwoman. And I was like, wait, what Crisis? Did I see that? Right?
I know, right? It's gonna be crazy.
Darn you, Arrowverse! I can't
quit you. Like, no matter how hard I try to quit Arrow, like I'm always gonna watch.
Because you know that's not gonna be the first thing they come back with. It's gonna be like a year until we get that.
Yeah, I feel like the season finales might have like.
Oh yeah, maybe like a end credit scene or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I want you guys to be sure to check out either the CW.com because I don't think they didn't do any of the regular like mid-season premieres, like clips, trailers, and stuff. I think it's all on. It's not on YouTube yet, at least as we're on right now.
They showed like a couple quick flashes, but I think
they said go to CW.com.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think they just flashed up a couple quick images to tell you when they're coming back. Because what was it? Flash was like, was it the 15th or something? And then I think
really of January.
I think. Let me look.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because it'll go January till around about Valentine's Day, because that's like sweeps month or whatever. And then they take that huge break in March, and then they come back.
Yeah, because 15th is a Tuesday. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it said for the 15th, and I think.
So then that means everybody else comes back the week after that.
Yeah. I know it did say Arrow and Supergirl come back the following week. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna rewatch, because honestly, I watch Supergirl like half in the bag. Just to be honest, I do like either have like my phone or my tablet, or I'm editing or something when I watch Supergirl.
Oh, I thought you meant drunk. I was gonna say what don't you watch drunk?
I didn't watch this episode drunk. I told you, after my birthday that just passed, I'm trying to be a more responsible adult and keeping drinking to 2 nights a week.
Wow, true love has turned you around.
No. Don't tell him. Shh. He doesn't listen, so it's fine. I won't let him.
He doesn't listen. Oh. Okay, so Mark Harmon can get it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get in trouble for that. I don't want to be at like a convention and see Mark Harmon and then he's looking at me. No.
I was thinking the other day, I was like, oh man, I wonder how it would take to just like get in touch with Mark Harmon and have him send me a clip that says Lilith Hellfire could get it.
I would die.
How meta would that be?
I would die. And in fact, you know what? If Mark Harmon actually ever did conventions, I could probably convince him to do that, but he doesn't. You know why? Because NCIS has been on for as long as I've been alive, and he's living on that residual money at worst. So, damn it, cancel NCIS so this can happen.
You need to put a kid through college. I think that's why Dean Cain was there on Saturday.
Yeah. It's really a shame what the industry's done to Dean Cain. I miss him. I do.
But no, like me and Tyler were saying, I mean, he's aged.
He's written a couple of books too, guys. If you don't know, you should pick them up. They're pretty interesting.
He's aged damn good, because when he said he had an 18-year-old son, and I was like, oh,
Hold on, wait, 18? You say? No. I'll be right back. Let me Google this.
The spawn of Dean Cain can get it.
Shh, don't tell the bae.
I know you're a little old.
Some guys like maturity, okay? Just because you're older than your wife.
Just because you're almost twice his age.
Sorry.
Cougar.
I still get carded for cigarettes, just so we're clear.
I know. You look young, I know.
It's because I'm a little tiny 5'3" package. It's okay. I've come to grips with it. Anyway, Arrowverse. Poor Legends won't be back till April. Yeah. Crisis.
Nice.
Fanfic commence.
I know it's the last part of the crossover, but I swear, just the two of us, I think we've gone the longest we've gone all week. Just the two of us.
Because we're random nonsense.
I guess.
Fine. Yeah. We have a passion. It's okay.
And if you're a fan of the Arrowverse and you're watching us on YouTube, join us tomorrow night. We're going to review the Legends of Tomorrow mid-season finale.
Yes. And I like Zari the cat. That's all that I'm going to say.
Not the puppets. We're flying through time.
It gave me angel vibes. Not in a good way.
I know. All right.
Well, let's end with shameless plugs and get to bed, mister.
All right. Send us your thoughts on this crossover. Where do you think they're going to go with Crisis? We'll read them on future episodes. capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Facebook.com/capesandlunatics, @capeslunatics on Twitter. We're on Instagram, Capes and Lunatics, and the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. Call us like Batwoman called Oliver.
If you nerds want to fight me, the hiatus is upon us. I can be reached on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire 86. And if you want to talk Smallville and Superman, because they did give us the feels, so it's time to rewatch Smallville. Let's get with it at Save Me Pod on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and or Twitter.
Fight me, nerd.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, we did 3 episodes this week, but we haven't done it once yet. All right, for another. Oh, boy. Anyway, couldn't handle you. Anyway, for another week, we have been the Capes,
Ampersand, the Lunatics. Sorry, Charlie.
Hey, he's done it when you haven't been here, so.
What? You don't just leave it at ampersand? How dare you?
You're my. Just let it hang there.
What? No, I'm big all over? Really?
You're my honorary esser.
I'm big all over.
You know, arch nemesis have a lot in common.
I know about that.
Crisis!